I can't pop this down
Hey.
to lower than 720p, and it's hurting me.
Rise and shine, ladies! My name is Senior Drill Instructor Dwight T. Barnes.
I'm
The
standing
first
there.
and last words I want to hear out of your stinking holes is, sir. Do I make myself clear? Sir! Yes, sir! My goal is simple. As of right now, you are all maggots. You will not speak until spoken to. You will not sleep unless told to do so.
I
When
need to
I
take
ask
this
you to
shit.
jump, you will reply with, how high? Do you get me? Sir! Yes, sir! What's your name, dirtbag?
Did you ever play Borderlands 1?
Sound off like you got a pair! Corporal Shepard, huh? Looks more
That's
like
my
Corporal
favorite.
Dog Meat to me.
It makes a fucking
Seems your
noise
name
every
was
time
mysteriously
you do
bumped to
anything
the top of the
tailed.
advanced training
Is,
list. My
jumping
suggestion
and
to you
meleeing,
is to
like,
get your ass down to the
just
training
anytime
center
there's nothing
and
to
report
do
to
in
Drill Instructor
Borderlands
Sharp
1,
ASAP.
so that your
Now
character
move
is
it, Corporal.
loudly, constantly grunting.
Where are you from, soldier?
What?
Texas! Holy cow! You know what comes from Texas, don't you?
Who is that? Is he a corporal?
Me, boy? You had better swear. I smell smoke, and where there's smoke, there's fire. You better move it, soldier.
With the heads in it.
One, two, three, four. You call that a push-up? All the way down! What is
Oh,
your
shit.
major malfunction, dirtbag?
I didn't finish my thought at all about Borderlands 1 because we started talking about Corporal. The thing I was going to say is, in addition to the jumping and meleeing making you grunt anytime you did either of them, one of my most distinct memories of that game is my brother and his friend at the time
what your previous outfit was like,
were
but around here
going
we
through
do
the
things
campaign
my
together
way.
in co-op, and
Follow
they
my
were both
instructions
playing as
carefully,
Roland,
and by the end of the day,
soldier.
I'll have you eating danger and crapping victory.
And so they would jump and melee, together to get to their destination, and it was fucking excruciating, the amount of grunting going on. And accompanying that, they were both like 15 or 16 at the time, something like that. So their characters' names were respectively Trouser Snake and Men's Asses. So they were jumping and doing the loud fucking male grunts constantly, and also anytime one of them accidentally meleeed the other, it would bring up the little dual message, which is Trouser Snake demands satisfaction from men's asses. And it would just spam that message in the side of the screen while there were two men grunting. Yeah, and like, none of that was on purpose. They just fucking chose those names because they were funny, and they jumped everywhere and meleeed because it was funny. And it just came together.
This is a powered combat vest. Use it correctly and I guarantee it will save your life. Your PCV is able to recharge from battery power, or it can interface and recharge with commercial, military, and HEV charging stations. What are you waiting for? Grab that PCV and get it fully charged. Trust me, maggot, you're gonna need it. I'll meet you in the next area to demonstrate some of your best capabilities.
Jazz, how's it hanging? What?
It's hanging.
Is there a way to pop out the stream in Discord?
The button on the bottom right that says pop out.
Yes. Do it in console.
What?
The Gearbox CEO. Randy Pitchford. This reminds me of like the live fire range scene from New Vegas. You know what I think is cool in Half-Life 1? It's actually like one of the tiny, like, Half-Life 1 was worked on way too long details. But, the way armor and health works in Half-Life 2 is just identical to Doom, which is that armor will be used 60%. Like, it will favor using armor over health slightly whenever you get damaged. But the way it works in Half-Life 1 is it's actually 50-50, but if you have any suit charge, it will reduce damage taken overall by 10%. So armor in Half-Life 1 is like reactive. I thought that was really cool. I will see you up ahead if you can make it through alive. Who is that? Who are your friends? It seems like you're already talking to me in the tutorial. I just, like, the main thing I remember from this, the Marine version of the Hazard course here is that the sniping range is fucking annoying. That's basically all I've retained. This is like the only Half-Life I don't replay like yearly, which is weird because I don't like it like any less than like normal Half-Life 1, I don't think.
Never played a Half-Life. Oh. Saw it like flash cyan. Oh, yep.
It is way nicer than the Half-Life 1 flashlight, though.
Yeah, no, this is horrible.
The flashlight looks like a fucking, like, Minecraft mod flashlight.
Just have what it takes to be a soldier. Now double time it over to the next portion of your training.
I found a mod for Oblivion once. It was like really hard and inexplicable to install because it like replaced a fucking shader that, you know, is like built into the engine or whatever. But it was a mod that replaced the blue filter for the night eye effect with a saturate filter. And I think it like slightly favored blues and oranges, so it sort of made the world look like blown out and like space-like when you used it instead of just making everything fucking blue. And I thought it was like the coolest fucking thing ever.
Get your sorry ass moving.
I think you're the coolest thing ever.
Scale that wall. Hurry it up. My dear sweet grandmother moves faster than you, dirtbag.
No speed 1 stress today.
you want to do good on your
We were
physical.
training soldiers here. Are you trying to embarrass me? Proceed to the next area. Come on.
So is this like an official one or a fan game?
Let's see if you can climb faster than you can run.
It's a licensed DLC. It's like Creation Club content, basically.
I see.
Yeah, the ropes in this game are dreadful.
Very good. Maybe there's hope for you yet. Now, want to come up here and try to knock me
What
off?
were they
Gordon?
thinking?
You can definitely climb better than you can run. Now let's see if you can use these rope jumps. Catch that rope and use your momentum to swing across that. This might take more coordination.
I mean, the physics are bad, obviously, but I don't think I have ever had any particular issue with it. I just hate that it goes, like, into your face when you're on the ropes. You can, like, slide down the rope.
What is your problem, soldier?
The same way you go up and down ladders, I think. Except worse.
What is your problem, soldier? Get back up and try it again. What is your problem, soldier? Get back up and try it again.
PhysX. Have you ever played Far Cry 4? That's my favorite busted ass ropes.
Meet me in the next section and let's see if I can shake you up a bit.
I've been replaying that recently.
You better move like you got a
It's way better than I remembered, but it's rough. They really should have taken another month or two pre-production. The thing that chafes me, though, like aside from just, you know, some general bugginess, is they had to make the game run at 60 FPS on PS4, like on fucking release of the PS4 before people knew how to make things good on it. So everything is cold at a ridiculously short distance. So sometimes I will shoot a bird because I need feathers, and the bird will fall to the ground like on the other side of a hill or something and get cold instantly, and I just don't get my loot the next turn. It's really weird that they had
I'm
to,
listening.
like, they had to do this part of a fucking boot camp, but this game doesn't actually have a go prone feature, so they're like, just crouch, it'll be good enough. I love the fucking Desert Eagle in this game. The Desert Eagle that doesn't look anything like a Desert Eagle. Yeah, the laser sight / not laser sight is basically this gun's equivalent of the right and left click of the Glock in Half-Life 1. When the laser is on, it's perfectly accurate, but it also only shoots about a third as fast.
I'm listening to the Super Monkey Ball OST while I watch this.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if I like it better than, like, just having it as left and right click, but it being a toggle is definitely more fitting for, like, a fat-ass gun.
You may proceed to the next section of the training course.
I don't think the Glock in Half-Life 1 is supposed to be auto. I think you are just shooting it fast. Because that's like a 9mm, like, security Glock.
This exercise will train you in the use of a long-range sniper
think it's like one specific model that is automatic. Like, I don't think Glock habitually makes automatic pistols. Yeah, I forgot this is literally just like the Arctic Warfare. Like, it just is that gun. I wonder if this is what they got the model for, or what they got the model from for CS 1.6.
In the distance, you will notice 3 stationary targets partially concealed.
This looks like a game you would find for $5 at a game store.
I mean, to be fair, this is probably like the third ever scope in a video game. Like, what did you have before this? You had Unreal, and that's it. You get the essential personnel killed, like, G-Man message.
Make sure to take careful aim, soldier. Patience is key for those crucial shots.
The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world's speech, but it's just given to fucking Adrian Shepard sitting in a cell. I told you this is the worst part. I said, like, all I remember from basic training is that the sniper course fucking sucks.
Soldier. Now let's see if you can do the same at extreme range. Unbelievable! You can actually shoot. I'd actually consider letting you cover my ass in a firefight. I'm finished with you, soldier. Proceed to the next area and report to the next drill instructor. Thanks, Corporal.
Perhaps someday we'll get to play fucking Decay together.
Qualities in that sorry carcass of yours. To become an effective leader, you must familiarize yourself with the skill set of each soldier in your platoon. The first type of soldier you will meet is the engineer. Engineers have a knack for getting you in and out of places
Decay was a weird fucking game.
Inaccessible. Take charge and have him follow you to
I mean, I've never played it, but just as an entry into the series, it's weird. Because they just kind of put 2 more Gordons in.
Stand back, Corporal. This should only take a minute.
Gina Cross.
This soldier may prove quite useful in the field. Once you breach the room,
I don't know which one survives. Oh yeah, the doors also stay hot for 5 seconds after you touch them, so you just burn your feet, you fucking idiot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the only fucking one of the 2 protagonists I remember, though, is Gina Cross. That's the one you see in the camera in Blue Shift. So I assume it's probably her, or else they wouldn't have made her the one with the cameo.
Proceed to the next area to complete your training.
Gina Cross and Ronaldinho Soccer is the other one's name.
Listen up, soldier. During the course of your missions, you may not be in direct contact with your squad. In these situations, you will need to utilize any available military radios. These radios can be used to
do love when there's just like randomly a celebrity for no reason.
Approach the radio and use it, soldier.
You
I
having
don't know if
fun?
I hear you loud and clear. We'll move to your position.
I don't like just related to the funniest thing ever is like in really mundane situations just put a fucking celebrity in like pandering bullshit. My favorite example of that ever is me and Jazz's original campaign together. Like the old hermit who gave us info at the start of the campaign was Shaquille O'Neal for no reason. I think maybe he was supposed to be called like Shaw, but the person accidentally said Shaq. And I was like, no, it's Shaq. You can't fix that.
They were actually trying to say, like, we were going to his shack, but you misheard it as, like, his name was Shaq, and then it just happened.
No, that was in text.
No, our first session was in voice.
To your mother's house. So far, this all looks familiar.
I think you're stupid.
Jack.
Okay.
Anytime,
Well-
anywhere. Hey man, you smell that? Smell what? Smells like another babysitting job to me, man. No shit,
I don't know if
babysitting job
Rowan
for
knew
hands.
this
This
also
has
at the
Brady
time,
mission written all
but
over it. Why else would they have kept our orders from us for so long?
the plot point of
what the hell's that all
Shaquille
about?
O'Neal got on a D&D themed roller coaster and got transported to the D&D dimension is like literally the plot of like the 1980s Dungeons and Dragons 2E cartoon.
Good.
I assume that wasn't intentional because nobody even knows that exists. I have that on D&D. On D&D on DVD. We should watch that together. There's so many bad DVDs.
We've been collecting.
You didn't come through. I'm actually gonna lower
Yep.
I'm gonna actually lower the bitrate a little bit because Jazz is like fucking up, at least for me.
No, it's just because my push to talk is stupid. I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, we've been collecting bad DVDs for you here.
They better be good bad DVDs.
I think we got an Alvin and the Chipmunks one.
Get down!
I should like get that out and say some titles. I have like a shelf in my closet, and I keep Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny up on the shelf of honor instead of in the DVD box.
4, 5, 1, 2,
Because that's the king of
3,
bad films.
4, 5.
It's a bad film that has Jack
Oh,
Black in
you've
it.
woken up. Corporal Shepard, is it? I've read the tag on your uniform. I'm glad
You
to
know
see
what
my
I thought of
life-saving efforts weren't in
like
vain.
a week ago?
I can't
Like
say the same for him.
I have
I'm
seen that
afraid you have
movie
been through a
seriously like
serious accident. Most of your friends didn't make it. I was hoping that you soldiers had come to rescue us, but now it seems we are all in the same situation. I think I saw a radio near the crash site where I found you. Perhaps
I have
you can go
audio
there
off
and
in the
radio
stream
for
so I
help.
can hear you talk like a normal human being, and this is fascinating watching a man's lips move and just waiting. I was gonna say, I've seen Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny over 10 times throughout the years. But I just thought of, like, last week for the first time, like, there's a point in the middle of the movie where, you know, they have the groupie who is the pizza guy. He's, like, their first groupie. And they borrow his car and, like, drive to the other state to get the Pick of Destiny. and they like fucking wreck his car, and then they end up like getting it and becoming like successful musicians, and he's like just not mentioned in that final scene where they're successful. Like, that guy just gets fucked and gets nothing for it.
When the imposter is sus.
Oh.
I think the next room has the pipe wrench. Did you like miss the knife? I don't remember exactly the sequence of events, but I remember you like crash the helicopter and you have to walk over some like little bridges and stuff. I don't know if you already did that.
These crab creatures have a unique parasitic seen such a magnificent species? These crabs can completely control their host's nervous system. Can you imagine what the next stage of mutation looks like?
I just remember you can, like, the pipe wrench is the next room, and I remember that if you're an asshole, you can get the combat knife before the pipe wrench. That's all I know. I think this room has the wrench in it. I think. Yeah, it's Otis. No. Yeah. Yeah, this is the new security guard. Yeah.
My cousin is the one that got me this.
I think you can get killed by Otis in this one.
And I was supposed to play bridge tonight.
I'm trying to remember exactly how it happens. I think you can, like, it's either this or Blue Shift. You can find Otis, like, trying to scavenge a vending machine in, you know, like a decrepit area of the place. And if you interact with him, like, a bunch of times quickly, he'll just fucking turn around and shoot you.
Good luck, sir.
The fucking Excalibur you just obtained. Yeah, so the left click, I believe, does double crowbar damage, but is really, really slow. It's not very good. That right click, though, if you charge it up, I think it's literally the most damaging thing in the game, besides, like, maybe the RPG. Yeah, I think it's, like, that left click does, like, 20 damage. You know, the normal crowbar does 10. That charged right click does 120, I believe. I think you can just jump over it. Don't die.
Did you die?
Specifically asked
Congrats.
you. You just break the mirror. I think I have solved that by just jumping over it, because I'm an asshole. Give these guys the fucking Wutfer. Yeah. Yeah, it jibs most things. I think it's strong enough that right-click jibs Vortigaunts, too. funny too, because that's like the only. This is a first-person shooter, so the only thing that like changes the whole screen at a time in one frame is you turning on the night vision. So you do that, and like my laggy ass fucking 10 megabit stream goes. This is where you get the combat knife.
Oh,
It's in that Vortigaunt. Yeah. You want to see some? Yeah, and the combat knife Half-Life 1 swings too, which is always great.
just fucking
like
filleted that guy.
It's like Adrian Shepard has never used a knife before, and he's just going like. "Eeeh."
Gang's dead. Just cut that guy up. Fuck.
Your power grows. I think that will kill you instantly. Yeah. I think if you touch
think
the
you can
electricity,
stand
it
on the
kills you
flame.
instantly. However, you're about to encounter a radio that you're gonna have to use, just like in the tutorial. That's actually a pretty cool way to do, like, we're gonna do a more objective-focused Half-Life, is to have you find, like, radios that you get orders on.
Simply scream so you cannot.
I think Half-Life 1 is a funny little game. In normal Half-Life 1, that little, like, Tesla coil you just passed by there, they would have gone, like, full tackiness and just made those beams inexplicably rotate. It's a lever. Like, I still remembered that. Like, I just know what that type of box does. It doesn't with that type of box, I don't know. I think when it's destroyable, it's open, though. I think when it's closed, it's either always lever or nothing. When it's open, you destroy it. Use that radio, dude. You gotta get your orders.
We've been cut up pretty bad, and orders are coming down to pull out. Repeat, pull out. Apparently they've got other plans for Black Mesa now. If you can make your way through the transit system, you can probably reach the surface where we are pulling out. Good luck. Over.
Like that you shook your head, yes. It's fun to do that.
I think Adrian is an uwu bean and we must protect.
think Adrian is like a shepherd to us all.
You know what's annoying? You know what's annoying is if Adrian comes back, that's absolutely going to be like a character theme thing that he's named Shepherd, because like Freeman freed all the Vortigons. I think the Desert Eagle does equal damage to the Colt Python. It's really weird, like, opposing force expands the, you know, arsenal so much, but so many of the weapons are redundant. Like I just said, this Desert Eagle, I think it literally does the same damage as the Colt Python, and it also uses 357. So it's like, but you can still get the Colt Python. The other thing is just the sniper rifle and the crossbow being in the same game, but at least they aren't literally like the same weapon.
You should shoot something.
Look out, Banjo and Kazooie are on that elevator. I think that's their entity names. Here's the fuck room. Go into the fuck room. I think you might be able to go up that elevator and find something. Oh no, there are no controls. I think I may be thinking of an identical elevator in like half an hour or something. Yeah, here's the fuck room.
Cure access to this dick.
Yeah. I think you might die the first time this happens. It took me like 2 tries to understand what the fuck I was supposed to do here. Yeah.
Video game characters are so lucky they have lives. Fuck room is your home now.
That's Gerald, man. Yeah.
It's him. He was there and he personally opened the door for you. You're welcome.
That's like something people complained about. I think it's kind of cool, honestly.
He's just in here and he's doing the things. He's making the Half-Life happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more interesting if he, like... I mean, he's a fucking cosmic being. He goes all over, but... I don't know. I think he can be allowed to do things that aren't, that don't require mysterious powers. Like, he should be able to orchestrate things the normal way. Sometimes. Yeah, they do that. Do you remember the area? Do you remember the area in Half-Life 1 where that's like they like abuse that mechanic intentionally? Yeah. In the do you remember in HLVRAI the like bomb silo where Tommy did the joke of running down the elevator really fast? Yeah. That like little room with all the head crabs in it, it's like full of propane canisters. You can jump on boxes there.
E-Man does normal people things, like go to the DMV and show up to Gordon's clarinet recital.
I think in Half-Life 4 they should show G-Man fixing the jalopy before Gordon gets it. What the fuck was the point of the jalopy? Like, I think Ethan made this exact point once, and I was like, yeah, whatever, fuck you, because I really like Valve games. But at this point, I do kind of agree, which is that Half-Life already had a very cool car, and the very cool car they had already made had a gun on it.
That'd be me.
Is that Ethan? Is that Ethan going like sicko mode?
Oh yeah, Ethan's doing dishes. Yeah, let me turn back to push to talk. Yeah, but
She loves to do dishes. She is a dishes doer. Don't worry, that's video game water at the bottom. I think they should add the Mario 64 mechanic where if you're sitting on the surface of water, it heals you incredibly quickly.
I think all video games should play Mario water level when you're underwater. I think games should have water levels, but do them better because I love the water. Thank you. I love a fantastical water environment.
What's the video game that has like conventional controls normally, but it has like asteroids controls in water?
Pokemon did like diving kind of cool because it's just like another layer of the world.
I don't think there's anything. The thing you have to do is there's a water robot somewhere in that room that's free. I think. But not. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I really like the
mean, if
Zora
you had-
swimming in Majora's Mask. That's fun. That's good swimming.
If you had seen the loader robot, I would have let you figure it out yourself. I was just saying, like, where the fuck is the loader robot? Because I didn't know either. I love the loader robot. It's such a like good design. I love its pneumatic legs. Yeah, I whenever you drain a fluid in this game, the like entire surface just lowers until it is below the floor, and it looks bad. It's kind of cool that like even with the night vision aspect, like it still specifically highlights a part around your like cursor. Like it was illuminating those hound eyes whenever you moused over them. So it's not just like literally a brightness filter, like it will also act like the Half-Life 1 flashlight if you point it at an entity. Oh yeah, fucking sling that thing to the side. Do you know how to interact with stuff in Gold Source? I love it. Here, I'm gonna... No. Let me give you a step by... Yes! That's it. Yeah, you've discovered it. I was about to tell it. Yeah, but I don't think it teaches you how to sling them at 1 billion miles per hour like that. You have to... Yes.
Haha.
Yeah.
Half-Life loves trains.
This train is inbound.
From Sector C. Please
Keep your limbs inside the train.
Half-Life 2 Episode 1?
Associate with the background in the areas of
I think Episode 1 is the one you start with a dog digging you out of the rubble. No, it's just rubble. In the other one, you start in a train, and Alex is like, you have to find the gravity gun, and then you blow the doors off the train with the gravity gun, and that's like how the game starts.
a reminder.
I think you're incorrect. I think it's concrete.
Trainings are a requirement of continuing
Concrete train.
In the Black Mesa
research facility.
Half-Life 1 gets a great reward for like most nauseating segment though, when Dog throws you in the van.
Do not
Attempt to open
open the
until the train has come to a complete halt.
I don't mean to alarm you, but there's a little dude right there.
I think that's Gerald, man. Yeah, that was Otis. I was talking about the other tram there. Yeah, I think Gerald, man. I think this is the Otis that kills you if you interact with him a shitload of times. But yeah, I think that other tram passing by had Gerald, man, in it.
All video game characters should kill you if you interact with them a shitload of times.
Yeah, don't worry, you entered a load zone.
You wouldn't have a quarter I can borrow, would ya? Don't
There's like some method to it. It is this guy you can get to kill you without ever actually damaging him, though.
He was flapping his mouth and you killed him.
A man was flapping his mouth and you're laughing.
See, now we have a better chance if we stay together.
Yeah, go.
that looked like a creeper of Minecraft.
I'll just wait
Where'd
here.
that come from?
How did you die just there?
Okay.
Did they kill you in
Would've
one
died
hit or
alone.
something? Oh, I see.
Video games were like not ready for enemies that use themselves as a projectile at like this point. Like, God bless Half-Life, but the head crowds in it are fucking abysmal.
I think I got a right one. I can't believe I got that guy.
Wow. Wow. Actually, yeah, doesn't he have a Desert Eagle instead of a Glock? I think he...
Have you seen the new IG-88?
No,
You can actually get other soldiers too that have... I don't remember what gun they have.
I don't know. I've never seen that species before.
It's okay, sir. I can take him. Well, I got hit pretty
Oh man, are you playing this without the,
No,
I guess you are playing it without the HD texture pack, or else the fucking... Well, I don't know. I don't know what the fucking HD wrench looks like. Alright, I was gonna say, it's gonna be really funny when you have the HD texture pack off and you're a soldier running around with the fucking MP5K instead of, like, an actual rifle. I'm pretty sure the MP7 existed at this point, which is a smaller MP5.
Oh,
That is the normal pistol.
you're one of them.
That is the
Can't
normal
we just
pistol.
get along?
I'm not sure about that.
What if
Hey,
it was
don't worry.
just the pistol
I
from
am a
Halo?
doctor.
That's
Stay
the other
here
gun
and
Dare
wait
has.
for my colleagues.
You can't...
You go on. I'm just slowing you down. All right, let's go.
The sprint bursts.
So I run too.
Believe it or not, I was a wuss in high school.
It's like when you're trying to catch up on a frost with a frost mage in Skyrim.
Are
God.
you leading us in the right direction?
No.
Did you just get 20 Glock bullets for that? That's a lot of Glock bullets. You got grenades too, I think, was the other thing.
My mom is gonna worry when I don't make it home tonight.
They look too orange to be shotgun shells, to me.
Maybe it was oranges.
That's right, I got another one. So, my reputation precedes me.
I love the giant grenade projectile in Half-Life 1. Like the SMG grenade, how it looks like you're shooting like a fucking 2-liter.
Nice.
I think you're just switching its direction before it's like done.
That's going to leave a scar.
Get under it. Get crushed.
stay here. Oh, yeah, sure.
How's
we'll
that for a
work together
cold?
as a team.
How's that for a cold shot though?
It's very good.
Have you seen the new IG-88?
No, I haven't. But a friend of mine...
What the heck? What is that, Doc?
I don't know. I've never
Have you
seen
played
that
Blue
species
Shift yet?
before.
It's
on stream?
okay, sir. I can take him. Took a little damage.
Blue Shift.
Oh, no! I don't want to die!
This scene like really reminds me of the opening of Blue Shift. Like every time I see it.
Poor bastards.
When you're sitting, like literally you're sitting in like the glass like viewing room and just watching shit happen. And the same thing happens there, but you're like watching the shit happen in the viewing room
That closet over there.
where the person is watching shit happen. It's very meta.
Oh, no.
Keep
You're one
thinking
of
about
those.
how the
Well,
elevators
allow me
in
to
Oblivion
treat that
Gates and
injury.
Oblivion were called corpse smashers, but they didn't do anything. They were just elevators. Yeah, but even if you like got on those spikes or had the thing lower down onto you, it didn't hurt you.
Have you seen the Sims Fortress elevator, Jeff? From Dark Souls?
No.
Oh, it's one of those, like, what do you call them, like, the really slow, continuous moving time elevators. But if you, like, let yourself get to the top and, like, get to the part where it loops back around, it's just full of fucking spikes and will mash you to death.
Good.
There'll be more Glocks.
This is
I think it's because he didn't walk over the security guard in the viewing room.
fucking killed him.
Well, now you got 357. Murdered a man in cold blood for 7 357 ammo. It's really weird because I think the actual Desert Eagle takes 8 357 ammo. Yeah, it's like fucking just while I'm being a pedant, Far Cry 4 actually has the Desert Eagle on it, and I've been using it because I think it's hilarious. And it fills a role that I need in my loadout, which is that I'm being an asshole and I don't want to use any long guns except the elephant gun, because I think the elephant gun's really funny. I'm not kidding, the elephant gun is like maybe my favorite gun in any video game. It's a sniper rifle that works like a double barrel shotgun. You can shoot it twice really fast. It has no sights despite being a sniper rifle because, you know, it's a double barrel. And it has like a unique knockback impulse when you shoot enemies with it, which is that it sends them flailing like you kicked them out of a window. It's like perfect, and it's also the most damaging gun in the game, which helps.
I'm not letting you go until you talk.
So yeah, it's literally just like it's, you know, pretty much all the unintuitiveness that a gun can have, which is that it uses like the rarest ammo and has no sights and is just a double barrel. But when you shoot an enemy with it, they will die guaranteed, and the hugeness of the bullet will also make the person fly. And they do actually have like straight up unique animations, human enemies, for getting hit with the bullet, which is that they do sprawl, which is awesome. Yes. Yeah, I'll like send you a video of that later or something. It's really good.
This is my post, sir. This is my post, sir.
I said get to the hangar, Shepard. That is an order. I said get to the hangar, Shepard. That is an order.
Did you ever see, did you ever see the Doom weapon pack that, that Joel played with? I don't remember what it was. It had like a generic name, and it was just like mocking overpowered weapon packs that people make. It was just called like the Super Weapon Pack or something, and all the guns in it were ludicrously overpowered, but were like a fucking oh no, they're a pain in the entire balls to use. Like one of them was, it's a shotgun that like kills everything in one hit, but it jams for like 6 full seconds when you reload it. Like your character has to keep working the pump. Like it gets stuck. And the other one that I thought was really funny in that was it has the super shotgun. Like it just straight up reuses most of the sprite work. But it like takes a couple of tries for him to get it closed, and he has to like, you know, Doom Guy is like re-pushing in the things and like, you know, trying to get it to stick shut, and the instant the instant it actually sticks shut, it fires automatically no matter what, and it kills everything in one hit. It uses the super shotgun sound effects, but like bass boosted like 1,000 times, like it blows your speakers out. And it also has so much knockback that it will just instantly put your back to the wall. So it's like this, it's the super shotgun that you have to take like 30 full seconds to finish with the loading lever. Or like the fucking, what do you call it? The break action, like, clip. And one of the other things, too, is, those were the ones I wanted to talk about, because they're, like, the actual funny ones. But another one of the funny ones was there was a punch that did, like, 1,000,000 times more damage or whatever. But every, like, 3rd or 4th time you hit an enemy, your character would ship a nail, and then spend, like, 10 seconds filing the nail. Yeah, that mod's full of fucking gold. Look. You can see. Use your eyes.
This is just like Spooky's jump scare engine.
No. Adrian Shepard feels the agony. It's really like a fucking, like, 15th century depiction of hell or something. Like, he's just falling through the panels and getting electrocuted over and over again. Yeah, because, like, the way your camera was, like, shaking from you, you know, holding space on the surface of the water, combine that with, like, the fact that your screen had the little impulse from taking damage, and the fact that your health was just, like, slowly ticking up. It was like I was watching Adrian Shepard, like, treading water, having a panic attack. Adrian Shepard is the most tortured Half-Life protagonist. I forgot how much, like, even among Half-Life games, this one had some, like, gimmick-ass level design, to the point that they introduced, like, a Fable 2, Fable 3-ass, like, quest marker that you can follow later. I'm sure you know about that already. You know the little glimmer in the Half-Life 1 hazard course when it wants to point something out to you? Well, either way, the fucking "this is what you're supposed to be doing" glimmer becomes a recurrent feature in the last half of this game. The way they explain it, because, like, there's a point where, you know, it becomes bad enough that, like, literally the sprites, they're called, that's what the little highlighter thing is called, the sprites will literally just go the path you're supposed to go. Like, you know, there'll be, like, a vat of water in the center of the room that maybe you don't know you're supposed to jump into, because there's fucking 14 doorways. So the sprite will literally just, like, be going into the pool of water over and over again. And then when you jump into the pool of water, it'll be, like, going into the vent at the bottom of the pool or whatever. Like, it gets very hand-holdy, because they really stop trusting their own level design at the end. To be fair, this was... I don't know what that is. I think that... Oh, no. You're... Yeah, no, that was... Gearbox was, I think, literally, like, one of the last people selected to work on Duke
Do not
Nukem
fuck.
Forever. They were, like, the third or fourth people selected. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this was, like, one of the first things they did, actually, I think. Which was very trusting of Valve. Yeah. Don't do that. Oh, I remember what you have to do here. I'm not gonna tell you, though.
Did you jump on the box?
I'm gonna attempt to, start on my ridiculous amount of Pathfinder items.
Oh yeah, I should do that too. That's a super mutant. Not a super mutant. That's a feral ghoul reaver. You gotta look out for those. I think those are called gnomes. That might be a different thing in this game. Yeah, that's a gnome. That's what that's called. Which is great, because there was already a Half-Life monster called a Gonarch. And that gave the Half-Life wikis a lot of fucking work in the future. Because people got the names confused. It's really weird that they gave,
I don't know. It's just weird that in this one, half the head crabs have like fucking Left 4 Dead style mutations the longer they're left,
Listen to me, Shepard.
and then in Half-Life 2, it's just like no,
Kill
never
all of
mind.
us.
I mean, it's been posited, as with every other difference that the head crabs have in Half-Life 2, that it's because of genetic engineering. Because all the head crabs in Half-Life 2 are farmed.
Wish I was a head crab farmer. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Consider that head crabs used to have eyes, and now they don't in Half-Life 2, and someone had to do it. When you
Yeah.
put it that way, yes.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be genocidal. It can just be a nice parasite rancher.
I've thought about getting leeches.
Leeches are valid as fuck.
Those things are so cool. Like, I really like the design of these. Those spikes on their back, like, actually disappear when they shoot them, too. Like, you saw their little projectile attack there. That's their spikes off their back. And after they shoot all of them, they actually lose that projectile attack. That's not a joke. Yeah. Yeah, that was sort of a, I don't know, I think that might be like the fucking first, like, beast enemy in a video game that could run out of ammo. And, to be honest, enemy in general. I don't know, was there an enemy before these guys that, like, had to stop attacking because it ran out of bullets at some point? Might have been a thing in, like, Quake or something. I have basically zero frame of reference for what, like, Unreal and Outcast and Quake had. I follow someone on Twitter who's, like, a huge Outcast fan.
I don't know what's worse. You soldiers under orders to silence the facility, or these vile aliens.
I don't think their music's very good in general. They have a few bops. That's my response to that.
First time I went into a weed shop, they were playing Hey Ya, and it was like it was meant to be.
I didn't hear the song Hey Ya ever in my life, inexplicably somehow, until like 2 or 3 years ago.
I've never heard it until I went into that weed shop.
And then I found more Outcast music because I was listening to Miss Jackson by Panic at the Disco, not by choice. YouTube just brought me there. And I ended up listening to it a few times. Because I kept listening to the same songs, and it cycled through fucking Miss Jackson by Panic at the Disco every time. And then YouTube got confused and started recommending me Miss Jackson by Outkast. It's pretty okay. The singing isn't very good in it, but it's a good song. Do you not? All I know is that the who operates the band is very handsome. Andre 3000, like, in the Hey Ya music video, looks like he could be, like, a medieval swashbuckler. Yeah, with, like, the goatee and everything, and, like, his jawline. He looks like he ought to wear one of those, like, pirate shirts with, like, the giant handkerchief in the neck. No, I'm talking about, like, the privateer pirate shirt. Very responsible of you to turn that elevator off.
I think you should go jump on crates.
Elevator shafts have ropes in them pretty often in this game. So you could check for that, otherwise I don't know.
Oh yeah, rope.
I think you haven't cut off the electricity.
Nice.
What was that? Did you see that? You got like the shit knocked out of you by a caution sign. It's like getting run over by an ambulance in GTA. You got your fucking knees knocked by the hazard sign, the wet floor. I think there might be stuff in that elevator. That's my Half-Life sense tingling.
I think that man might be dead.
That's because you don't have the Half-Life sense. I wish there was another, like... I wish the same way that they're making, like, new Duke Nukems and new Quakes right now. You know, like... I mean, they made a, Ion Maiden. Yeah, like, people are reclaiming all the old engines, but no one's gonna make a Gold Source game. And no one's going to make a game with these, like, big, weird level designs and weird, weapon choices, and I'm really sad about that. Yeah, the Black Ops. That's what they call me.
Looks like a friend.
I think you can get one. I think they sell those. Valve has a lot of merch. Yeah, it's not like they're making games. Gotta savor that joke while I can, because they actually, like, restarted development recently.
They've made one game.
there a pushable box? Because there's like a head height fucking thing. Ow. Listen, I know HLVRAI references, but like literally every time I see a thing that's meant to have text on it in an old game now, I think of like the Bubby, whoever not Bubby, Tommy, whoever Xeroxed this really fucked up. Like... That was like one of 2 times he like got upset enough to curse in the entire series too. Yeah.
You put him out of his misery.
Hit him. Hit him.
Wow.
Teach him a lesson. I think that might just be because you touched the wire.
Immortal.
Full of blood. Full of blood. That's the lore of the marked men in Fallout. You don't understand.
Good to see you.
The
When all the
radiation, they
fighting
have so
started,
much
I
blood.
hid myself.
Yeah, I'll show him. The fuck? Oh, I thought that was like a rigid ass pole that you were just climbing for a second. Oh, use the radio.
Corporal Shepard, we've been left behind as well. We're onto your position now. Stand back from the maintenance door. We're gonna blow it. Area secure, sir. On this mission. Sir, looks like somebody really screwed up, Corporal. Seems the brass bit off more than they could chew. Yeah, well, forget about Freeman. We've got to save our own asses. You with us, Corporal? Moving out, Corporal.
What did he
Yes,
say?
sir.
Patrolling Black Mesa almost makes you wish for a Resonance Winter.
Roger that. Man, my dogs are barking. Stand back, Corporal. This should only take a minute.
This is a Gearbox game. Like, if they made this now, they'd say that.
Roger that.
What I said.
What about Freeman?
Resonance Winter.
I have Resonance Winter.
Current situation is looking pretty grim.
Yeah, such a long time.
Let's get the hell out of here!
It's been years.
I forget what does the shotgunsman do?
I bet you could get lost
Is
in
he
this
just
place
a gunner? You can get the welder guys, and you can get medics. I don't remember if the shotgun guy can like jump out.
Operation is out of control.
Because I know like a lot of the guys you can hire that just have normal ass guns just look like me.
Sniper
It's
school
pretty
sure
weird
paid
that
off
like
today.
a among the normal hireable guys who just have guns like that, they like didn't reuse the models from Half-Life 1 to have some kind of food line. You know, like none of these guys look like the HEC used from Half-Life. Oh, look at that! That's the portal gun. Yeah. That thing's so cool. Like, what an actually cool idea for, like, you know, an alternate, like, climax to this game. As opposed to, like, Zen portals, you know? Yeah. Set up the fucking slams.
Sniper school sure paid off today.
Maybe they hit you.
I was told this is gonna be a
Right here.
babysitting job.
You just
You
fucking
want some of
vibing, dude.
me?
What's that video I sent to you like a day or two ago of the person doing the dance in Call of Duty? Like, that's what that guy was just doing.
Area secure, sir.
What the fuck? Oh, I was gonna say, like, it didn't even occur to me that you had just friendly fired. I was like, did that guy walk on the hot door he cut down and get mad because he was taking damage? Because that's the kind of thing that happens in video games.
Sure, we can do more damage that way. Clear this area. Right away, sir.
Can't stop someone from being stupid.
The current situation is looking pretty grim. Check your zone. Area secure, sir. Squad, quiet down. We got bogey. Natural-born alien killer. One shot, one kill.
Dude, is that a Half-Life reference? People think it was like his first day, but I don't think that's established literally at all.
I was told to guard this area.
I think it's just a trope.
About this squad.
Prefer that over the infinite speed Half-Life ladders. I fucking love Half-Life ladders. I'm like sad that nobody else likes them.
They're very different from ladders.
I honestly hate, like, I hate ladders that require me to look at my character's hands doing it. You know? Like, that's the ladders I don't like. I would say, like, the true good of ladders is, like, in third-person games where you can watch your character climb a ladder ridiculously fast. Like in, like, Watch Dogs or something. That looks dangerous.
think characters should just be able to fly.
The government lets us do this. This is all up to code. That was actually almost a thing. I think you might not be supposed to do this, though. Oh, no. That's the natural order of things.
Sorry about your imminent death.
Yeah, it's fucking diabolical. It's wonderful.
Mayday, mayday, anyone copy? This is Tango Charlie 409er. We are under attack. Repeat, track operators have entered the base and have opened fire on us. Request backup immediately. Over.
Sir, it's good to Shepard.
I think you are, like, remarkably deep into this game right now. I think you're actually going at a pretty good clip.
We'll even get a shot at Freeman on our way out. Now, this transit system...
Don't walk into the red wire.
I bet you could get
It's
lost in
me,
this place
actually.
really easy.
This dude looks like Arcade Gannon. Look at him.
Yeah, yeah. Whale biologist, but he hates whales.
I'll stay here and await further orders.
Shut the fuck up. It's not,
He was
and
using
you
a
know it.
syringe. I like games that have like really intense, powerful healing effects that are just emotional support.
At your
Do
command,
you know what
sir.
I'm
Okay,
talking
I'll
about?
secure this. You got it, Corporal. I'll be right behind.
Like in Payday 2, the most powerful support
seen any
effect
others?
in the
Alright,
entire
keep going
game
ahead.
is Inspire, which lets you instantly get up teammates from a long range instead of having to interact with them for 10 full seconds. And that consists of you yelling at the person and telling them they can do it, and they just get off. It's so good.
Only drill instructor Barnes can see me now.
I learned too, I know very little about Monster Hunter, but I found out there's a weapon class in it called Hunting Horns. That make a note when you swing them, I guess, and swinging certain combos, like, does bard shit.
Yeah. Sooner or later, the grunts are gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, doing combos with it, to make little ditties does bard shit and gives everyone buffs, which, like, makes me want to fucking play Monster Hunter. It's like, I've only tried to play, what is it, like, Generations on DS. The one that everyone liked before World came out. Or 3DS, I think. And it was just, like, disgustingly unintuitive. Like, I got into it, and I was just sort of slowly, sluggishly walking around, like, the hub village, and getting told,
I just want to deliver the package and get out of here.
Yeah. Sooner or later, the grunts are gonna figure it out.
walking around the hub village and getting told ridiculous fucking amounts of information. It literally was like, I don't know, I felt when I was trying to learn Dark Souls from like a wiki without playing the game at all. Except I was actually playing the game, is the fucking difference. Like, I felt that amount of overwhelm while I was playing it.
playing my 3DS in my high school lunchroom, and this one guy came up to me multiple times, and I don't know who he was, but he did this multiple times, and he'd come up to me, and he'd go, "You should play Monster Hunter," and then he would leave.
Corporal, I don't think I'm gonna make it.
I think
I
the
need a
little
medic
cats in Monster
bad.
Hunter are very funny.
Don't worry, soldier. I'll have you fixed up in no time.
And I like that you can beat people with a big trumpet. And I hate that it has a fart monster in it. That's my takes on the
Do
series.
you have any thanks,
I
Doc?
think you should be able to ranch the monsters instead of hunt them.
Oh yeah, and I like the big cave dragon
not
that
fail
like
you,
has no
sir.
eyes and shit from living in a cave.
Affirmative,
That's
sir.
cool. Is that his name?
Name.
Situation is looking pretty grim.
That apropos of nothing laugh was just was just me remembering. I think it was a fucking like response to a Germa OOC Twitter post or something, and it was like it was an image from like a fucking Resident Evil game or some other like, you know, survival-y horror game of a monster like grabbing a person and doing like a vomit on them attack. And the text accompanying the image was like, POV, your Germa's mom's dead and he just ate an entire tube of Oreos. What happened?
Oh man.
Ooh wee.
Well, fixed now.
This place makes boot camp seem like Disneyland.
We created like an immersive stream experience. It's like it's like they were taking the place of you.
We were talking to the audience.
Yeah, the
Oh, he died.
explosion radius on those is disgusting.
Nice death.
Roger that. Okay, Corporal, what the hell is going on here? Nobody told us about black operations in the mission briefing.
That looked very
Yeah, I mean,
threatening.
we're all on the same team, right? Right?
He just like
Well, I'm not sure what their
pops
mission is,
into
but
the
we
like
need to keep
brandishing
moving.
pose.
There's gotta be a transit car somewhere on these tracks. Yes, sir. Sure, we can do more damage that way.
They're aiming their guns at you to betray them.
Alien alert.
The like evil corrupting force in your head. The fucking sexy lady from Dark Messiah of Might and Magic.
I bet you
Yeah,
can get
whatever.
lost. Area secure, sir.
Oh,
I think you probably grenaded the other guy.
Get some. Pull. Get some. Pull. All right, down ahead.
The ground cam in Half-Life games is such a weird feature.
Area secure, sir. other soldiers
Use your
from my
words.
platoon? One shot,
No.
one kill.
He's gonna die. I think he's just going to die. Yeah. Yeah, because he threw that grenade with a very, very high arc. He threw it up like he was trying to catch it again. Like he was playing hot potato with himself.
That's what I would do if I were him.
I started playing Smooth by Santana featuring Rob Thomas, and I'm just gonna treat that as if it's like just sort of part of Adrian Shepard's mindscape.
I've been doing that with the Super Monkey Ball OST.
What I like most about Half-Life games is just the very conventional armaments in them. Like, just the standard issue military guns. That's what I think of when I think of Half-Life weapons. Which is why I love Opposing Force so much.
Not about Chow Garden.
I hope that was biting. I hope my satire landed there. Yeah. I'm still really sad that like actually got patched in time, and they made it use the. I kind of wonder why they didn't just edit it to be that, because that probably would have been one line of Lua, and you know they made the entire other VR weapon. Like yeah, true. The physics on this is fucking crazy. Look at that Black Op half sunk into the floor. The like Scooby-Doo style run around the corner there. Like whenever the Black Ops get hit and like immediately run off at 1,000,000 miles per hour, I want it to make like the Zoidberg running away sound.
Very sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Black Ops, I mean, it makes sense thematically, obviously, for them to be in this game, but also the entire point of Black Ops as an enemy in Half-Life 1 was that they're practically impossible to not take damage from. So it doesn't really make much sense, like, game design-wise, for them to appear this early. Yeah. I mean, I said you were going at surprising speed. I think you're not, like, super far into the game. Like, percentage completion-wise. Yeah. That was so buggy. I have stream audio turned off, so I won't hear you twice. I mean, I know
For
what...
some reason, I can't figure out how to hear your stream in Discord.
It's in the bottom right, there's a volume meter.
Yeah, and it's all the way up.
Yeah, I don't have audio either in Discord, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know what Half-Life Concrete footsteps sound like. Half-Life 1. Do you ever think about how, like, outstanding Half-Life 1's Foley is? Like, it actually really set a standard. I do think that was actually BS. Like, I think she did shoot before she turned there. That was like a Dark Souls moment. Quick save. For the love of God. What a battle. Here we go, back into the epic battle.
We are under attack.
Run the tram into them. Yeah. No, that was just a fucking nothing request that you just sort of followed. I think you're literally just going backwards.
Look at the ground.
To be fair, you leaving the area probably spread those enemies out, though. You should press E to let go of the controls. When you're riding in the tram, it's good to let go of the controls so that you can yump off at a yeoman's notice. Let it run you over. Oh yeah, There are a lot of doorways like that in the game, and most of them have, like, shit up there. In fact, I think the one on the opposite side there might. Oh no, I think maybe you can't get there. Maybe. I don't know.
Owned.
Real military tactics simulator. God, what's the fucking... Oh yeah, do you remember the realistic difficulty, like, Black Ops 3 clip? Oh, it was a clip of, like, someone doing a mission in Black Ops 3 where they're, like, about to breach into a house for whatever reason. And it shows them, like, going into the pause menu, setting it to realistic, and then they bust open the door and immediately throw a flashbang into a crib across the room. I thought that was a ragdoll for a second. Like, I thought that is why she was flying. Why are there so many of these?
I would love to be on the records.
Do you not have any more rifle grenades? Nice.
Huh.
Would actually be like amazing to have the B gun right now. I wonder how long it is before you like start fighting species actually. Quick save because there might still be a man in here.
Hate when there's still men in here.
It's like a society in here. Use the tram. The tram. Utilize the tram. When you meet a fucking nipple height wall you can't jump over, you're gonna go, oh man, I really wish I had the tram to run through this. Or whenever you step on a rail.
You made the
I didn't hear that. Fun video game moment. Fun video game moment.
tram.
Tram
Funny,
kid.
relatable.
The fuck? Like, what is that doing there? Yeah, like, I'm asking, like, actually from a game design standpoint. I feel like that one, you know that, like, Miiverse post of, like, you know, just the fucking wall with the spring on it and Sonic for no reason, and the person just posted it with, like, what purpose does this serve? Why is it here? Like the springs in Sonic that just bounce you backward if you're going too fast. Like the asshole springs.
Soul Springs is my favorite vacation spot.
Yeah, that's really funny, man.
Thank you.
Dennis, are you in my karma sheet? Oh, Jack.
Not like actively, but I do have it open, yes.
I was wondering who Anonymous could have happened.
I've closed out of it. No more anonymous giraffe.
I'm just excruciatingly slowly filling in these item descriptions as a funny Half-Life.mp4. I think when you upload like the VOD of this, you should title it funny-half-life.mkv.
Yeah.
Well, fucking uploading something and not titling it like it's a fucking like VHS. I forgot they could do that. Oh no, I dropped my D4. Ow, I stepped on my D4. I have like a precision-edged metal D4 and I found it with my foot.
Nice job.
I'm lucky I didn't find it when I was actually standing, or else that would actually probably injure me. As it was, it just sort of felt like stepping on a sticker or something. Is that what they call them where you are? Yeah. No. I'm talking about, like, grass burrs.
Yeah, birds.
They're called stickers here.
We do call blackberry bushes sticker bushes in Washington, but we don't call anything just stickers.
Yeah, here are the little fucking green spiky balls that stick to your socks. Those are stickers.
Birds. Yeah. They do stick.
Did you ever see the edit of that image where they put, like, the Barney helmet on him? And it was like, she wasn't lying, that resonance can cascade.
It's ready. You must go now.
It was like a good Photoshop too, like it looked like the dog was wearing the Barney helmet.
Hurry up, Freeman. I can't keep
I'm
it
gonna
open
wear the
forever.
Barney helmet.
Oh, are you? You know that you can follow him here? Yeah, you... Do it, do it. I hope you quick saved. I actually did that the first time I ever played this game and I got so mad. He has infinite health.
Fuck Gordon.
think you... Can you jump into the black hole after it turns green there? Like, wait like 5 seconds to change its color. I think you might... Oh, nope. Nope. I was like, oh, that looks like a cool quest objective. Like a green portal. Like, this is, like, Adrian Shepard, like, Barney is blue, and Gordon is yellow, and Adrian Shepard is green. So, like, maybe he goes green portal.
Love color scheming.
It follows, because every, like, objective portal that Gordon goes through is fucking yellow. You're yellow-bellied. Possibly. What, the purple portal?
Purple?
Oh, that was the Sprite. Yeah, you're gonna start seeing a lot of that. Yeah, see? Yeah, that like is supposedly goes towards Species X portals. And for the remainder of the game, all of your goals will be kill Species X. And therefore hand-holding. Doesn't this game have, like, air strafing? Do you know how to air strafe? Then air strafing is like a specific
games?
source tech where if you have forward momentum, or backward momentum, I guess, you can't actually, like, steer it with just the motion keys. You have to, like, for example, if you're going forward, and you want to be going left in midair, and you have a lot of forward speed, then you hold left on the keyboard, on your keyboard, you hold A, and you rotate your mouse left. And that way you rotate around the axis until, you know, forward and left become synonymous. And then your forward momentum is going where you initially needed it to go.
It's nonsense.
If you ever surfed in Counter-Strike or Team Fortress, that's how that works. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually a really cool thing. I think you, like, don't get the glue-on gun or the Gauss gun in this. I might be mistaken on that. But yeah, the main use of uranium ammunition in this game is skipping around to get shit you need to do different stuff. Yeah, it's actually a really cool gimmick. I remember this area. This is like a really cool set piece. Like that scientist out there who secluded himself in a diving cage to get away from the aliens. He teleported him. Which, by the way, that breaks canon pretty fucking bad.
To access any secured area in this lab.
that you just sort of casually teleported him in to use his fucking key card.
Such things could be.
What the fuck? Hey. That is a hazmat suit with open gloves like a bomb defusing suit. What the fuck is that suit? What is that doing for him? Yeah, you need to use his keycard to progress in the video game.
I hear something. All right.
The imposter
Yes,
is sus.
you do not have O5 level clearance.
It appears the containment system has completely failed.
I love that they have to line themselves up with things they're about to interact with. That would not
Murder.
have been funny. That would not have been funny at all if he didn't explode. They make like fucking Left 4 Dead 2 Charger sounds.
Squid seemed like a nice.
Squids seem like a nice. I love how bad this is. To be fair, they're... Why don't you turn Push to Talk off? You only turned it on because you finished doing dishes.
Oh, Eddie turned it off.
Huh. Well, you still got cut off when you were talking about bullshit.
Oh? Because of push to talk.
Thanks, that's great viewing, man.
Horrible disco. Oh, disco's great. Fuck you.
Health pack. Oh, that's plutonium. Pick that up. Is this gonna kill you? No, it just opened the hatch. It's very convenient that Black Mesa has the if struck by lightning open hatches. Oh, you're inside the water now. That was like right outside that you were looking at. That's cute. This is like a very quaint Half-Life game. It has so many like little like Half-Life spectacles. It's like a bunch of vignettes. It's like what you'd want to see out of a Half-Life game, just like peppered out here.
What if Black Mesa and Rapture epic crossover video game?
Yeah. I think someone actually made that, not literally, but there was like a Half-Life 1 mod that was really famous that took place in like a giant, you know, Black Mesa-esque sea lab, which is a cool idea. Man, Gonoms are fucking tough, huh? That guy took 2 hits from the Excalibur. That joke wasn't funny. Like, you just saying sus wasn't funny, but you saying sus and then immediately aggressively exploding the Amogus. I assumed you were just saying sus as a joke, and you were also just happened to be exploding things as a joke at the same time, you know? You... Yeah, you opened up the ichthyosaur cage, and now you have to swim through the ichthyosaur cage.
It's going to be a shark and it's going to eat you. Why is there an ichthyosaur cage?
'Cause... Wow, that actually did give you... It is Mario giving you back health. It might? I don't remember. There's like no water in base Half-Life, so...
I remember there being water in base Half-Life.
Yeah, but... I mean, it's literally the dam and the ichthyosaur cage, and that's it. I don't know. Shoot the vulnerable boss over there. Here's your crossing. Like, the Half-Life 1 crossover is small, but it's also like a little four-pronged thing. Oh, you get this guy's gun. You kill him. This guy's... You get his B gun. Pick it up.
Gun?
Did you accidentally kill it? Yeah, there it is.
That looks sick.
Yeah. It shoots ball lightning. Yeah, unlike the B gun, it's actually like very reliable. Like, you know, it flies in a straight pattern. I think you... I was about to say, maybe you just leave. Oh yeah, if you shoot it in water also, I think it does like 40 damage to you. Yeah, don't use the shock roach in water. I really like shock roach. Yeah, that's what it's called. I really... I appreciate that it's called the shock roach because that's what it would have been called if, like, the original Half-Life team came up with it, too. I think this may just be, like, a vignette. I think you may just need to go, because there were, like, fucking 30 portals. Oh, what? Well? Is there anything, like, in their cage? I think original Half-Life didn't have grenade cooking.
I hate when games don't have grenade cooking.
I mean...
Yeah, I wasn't being ironic.
Yeah, did you know they're actually... Yeah, did you actually know they're not supposed to do that? I mean, I thought they were just, like, badly programmed. I thought it was just a bad program. But no, like, literally that's, like, from the forward porting of, like, Gold Source. It's from playing the game 30 years in the future. Yeah, like if you play this game on like a fucking 386 or whatever, like it doesn't do that.
The
It's really
boys.
weird too, because they've like, you know, upgraded this port so many times. I wonder why they don't just fix that. I mean, it might be. You know something I found interesting? I don't know if this was Half-Life 1 or Half-Life 2, but the PC port of it, NPCs were supposed to blink, but they like broke the script and just like didn't notice it for literally 20 years. So like literally from like, you know, the day 2 or 3, like you know, almost release patch up until about last year, NPCs in Half-Life 2 didn't blink. Yeah. I think the game just sort of like just conditions it, you to it is like the thing. Like I feel like that would have been really noticeable if the first person you saw in Half-Life wasn't fucking G-Man. My boings. I think this is where you meet the big electric fucker. I think these spikemen are like a really great design. Like they're just cool. Look out, the shock roaches are aggressive after you already have one. Yeah. I wonder if that's actually like reused head crab AI, like the way they jump at you. Oh yeah, maybe. Either way, they jump at you to try to get on you at first, and then after that they just jump at you to fuck you. Oh, that guy. Did that guy have like the little biological grenade launcher?
I have that.
Yeah. They might just throw those like grenades. Either way, that's probably my favorite weapon from this game. You get, it's like a weird, deformed, like, squid monster. And you feed it these big spore pods, and then it vomits explosives, and it moves. Oh yeah, and also the animation for it. Like, you know how Half-Life always has the little quirky, like, Freeman fucking with his gun? The animation for the, like, biological grenade launcher, the squid launcher, is, fucking Shepard, like, stroking it and it, like, vibrating. Like it purrs. That's, like, the best part of this game, is, like, half of the expanded fucking weapon choice are, biological weapons. Can you use the right click on that right now?
Rescued at last! Thank God you're here!
Shoot him. What a... Oh, Yeah. I was about to say getting the Gatorade. Yeah. Literally, I think one of the funniest parts in the, like, whole... Like, one of... Maybe my favorite, like, improv save that they make is, like, Scorpy falling into the portal and it makes everyone's screen go black. And they're, like, questioning what made that happen. And Holly says, sometimes we lose ourselves in the ecstasy of drink. Like, they all simultaneously blacked out because they were drinking Gatorade.
Been there.
It is very relatable.
Observation area.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I told
Sorry.
you this is where you meet the electric monster.
Are being
The purple
observed. You're
particle
screaming.
effects are actually really cool. I think there are bigger ones than these later, but I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean, probably not. The weapons have lots of little pointless details in this one. Oh yeah, I think those actually do, like, explode on death. Like, that's a feature. I think if you're near them, it does damage.
Walter was not the imposter. One imposter remains.
How do you think the people named Bubby in the audience felt when Wayne, like, said Bubby isn't, like, a real fucking name? Yeah, but, like, Bubby is a real name, and, like, someone probably felt victimized when Wayne said, like, that's not a real name, that's bullshit.
Bubby is a real name like Buddy is a real name. Some people are named Buddy, but that's, like, unfortunate.
I mean, it is, like, a fucking... it's a D tier. Time by Pink Floyd is playing, so I can't talk. I have to turn it up.
Hi.
What? Good.
Floyd is pink.
I mostly just needed a counterpart to Ethan being, like, really, really into, Court of the Crimson King.
That's a nice dog right there.
You should get into something, like, obnoxious and uncultured. Free him. Free him. Press the button.
Yay!
Freedom.
Damn. Long.
I'm really like slowing this down. I'm giving viewers some time to savor this game. It might be, have you checked? You motherfucker. You simpleton.
I'm a viewer. You.
Dude, get jump scared. Hey, there's some plutonium. Get that. Time to go to the bonus zone. Hit that right click, buddy. Bonus stage. I just realized how much of a ripoff of the BFG that is. Did you also, like, did you notice that? Yeah, it's literally just the BFG. I mean, it looks similar, and it also shoots a plasma ball. Wow, this is a shitty... Oh, okay, I thought it was literally just the two empty platforms.
Whip. Death of this character, the timeline is severed.
Is a really weird amount of charge for those to carry. No, it catches on the concrete though. 40 is a weird amount of charge for every fucking health station to have. I think it may actually not vary in Half-Life 1 like it does in 2, but I might be wrong about that. I do not think there is, like, any fucking part in the Half-Life series that feels better than after you get, tased by the Combine disarmor, and it makes your suit charged 3 times as much when you use chargers. It gives you the super gravity gun too, but that, like, the super gravity gun is cool, but whenever I, like, touch a charger and see, like, both my health and suit charge go up by, like, 20 per tick, I'm like, oh, baby.
I'm going to go now and rest my weary bones.
Goodbye.
Going to go now and rest my weary bones. Yep.
Snarks. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Open it. Open it. Open it. Snarks. Open it. I think it might be the elevator. Break it. Break the lock. No. That is really counterintuitive, though. I mean, to be fair, you don't have to do anything but get Snarks again. This area is, like, really fucking confusing. Do you even have to go into that observation area there? Did you do anything there? Or is that just... okay. Really weird that the Hondas have no alternate attacks. I said it's weird that the Hondas only have one attack. I'm not sure I've ever, like, seen that in gameplay, though. They're funny little guys. They look really conventionally, like, evil. I like that, like, Jurassic Park glass tube there. You have to portal 2 down. Do you remember the like scaffolding areas of Portal 2? Those were cool. I don't know. I think Alex is perfectly acceptable, but I think it's just one more entry with like a few more puzzle pieces for a genre that still hasn't really been figured out at all. I don't know. Yeah, I think Boneworks is, like, at the end of the day, going to turn out to do more for the genre, other than just, like, popularity-wise. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the one made by Valve was always going to be the more successful one, and the one that's going to be marked down more. But I think Boneworks did far more with being a VR game, and I think a lot more of its like mechanics and ideas are going to come back in future VR shooters. They're so small. Baby moment. No way. No, they're definitely smaller. They're like 0.75 scale. I mean, that bull squid was definitely like a third size. Bull squids are like, you know, they're long instead of tall, but they're like human-sized. And that bull squid is like barely over dog-sized. Oh, that's the biological launcher. Yeah, get it. It's horrible. I love it. It's very squirmy. That's an ammo pod, yeah. And those grow back after like 20 seconds. Yeah, it's not worth camping one of them, but when you find like 4 or 5 of them at a time, you get all your ammo back. Wow, that's gross. Have you seen the biological grenades in Alex? They're sort of like that. You know, they grow in a little pustule too.
Walter, we were finally able to successfully detach one of the barnacle creatures from its point of gestation. As before, we were still only able to coerce the creature into latching onto organic materials. Unfortunately, the administrator has called me down to the anomalous materials lab this morning for an important experiment, so I don't have any time to further my analysis. Take specimen number 1176 and log anything else you can find.
Ew. I need to find like appropriate music for watching this stream, but also not so intrusive that I can't work on my fucking Half-Life item. I'm gonna play Supreme by Ratatat. Yeah, there it is. Why isn't it working on the head crab? There you go. It's mostly useful on bigger enemies, but it was weird how long it took to work on the head crab. You're stuck on the ledge. Yeah. The barnacle's really fun. It's basically a chainsaw. It pulls you towards people, and then once you're against them, if you continue holding it, it does continuous high damage. Yeah, it really is like the Doom Chainsaw, though, in that it's very fucking wasteful of your health and your time. Yeah, you ought to auto-save after this guy talks. By the way, when I fucking, like, yawned at Jazz's joke earlier, that was just, like, that was a coincidental yawn that I just thought it would be really funny to use to own them. The green nodules on the walls are also biological, so you can suck to them. Yeah, get him. Get him. You're doing it. I think the ones on their foreheads may actually be the one they shoot. It makes a lot more sense. Yeah, and as you can see on the floor down there, these green nodules are, they usually also have a bio-grenade ammo on them. I should just start calling it what it is, and call it the spore launcher, and call the grenades what they are, which is spores. Wow, the, like, drift on that tongue is really horrible. Why don't you just use your spore launcher? The room's full of regenerating ammo for it. I'm not trying to be an asshole. You're just like getting held up on this room. Whoa. You're blowing those up and it's making them launch their spores. I like didn't know that could happen. Like I'm sure I probably knew it like last time I played this. But it's been some years. That's a hot tech. Just zap them. Wow. supposed to... No, actually. I don't think they eat other Zen things in Half-Life 1. I was gonna say, are you intended to bait them into the barnacles in this room? I do not think Zen aliens will like friendly fire in this one. In Half-Life 1. Hungry baby. that was the most wondrous way of committing suicide possible. I think that shockroach, I think it just like saved the world, my final message, goodbye, like faded the instant it died. That's incredibly corny. I feel like that's one of like the things of like Half-Life 1 is that it like doesn't take that kind of shortcut. Probably because it's a way bigger game, meant to be run on the same systems. Like there are a lot. Like look at this fucking scene. This wouldn't have been in Half-Life 1. Like, the only place with this much just, like, shit lying around was, like, the intro of Half-Life 1 where you didn't have a gun. There's some spore sacks up there. You fell onto the tentacle and succumbed to the top of the tentacle's deadly poison. Aging at an advanced rate right now.
I've lost contact with the rest of the squad. We need backup now! Now, damn it, now!
Yeah, pretty much. Wouldn't have been a very good game if it was like based on that though. You like the Star Wars compactor that you're in? What? Hey. There might be one of the shock troops nearby or something. Oh, is it a squeal? Oh, that's the pitworm. That's your next boss. Yeah, right through this door. This guy has amazing Foley. He looks cool too, actually. Yeah, there's cool noises. All of it. Dokoli dokoli.